What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another one. Another one, man. You know what time it is. Scary videos experts can't explain, but I consider us experts, so we're gonna be able to explain. And by explain, I mean real or fake. Are these videos real? Are they fake? It's paranormal? Are they not? We're gonna get into it and see, all right? Shout outs to Chills, let's go.
These are scary videos that experts can't explain. Watch out because these videos will seriously freak you out. Number 12. A YouTuber named Rocky Mills is doing some kitchen renovations when he thinks he hears movement coming from the
Some of us remember this video right here. We saw this clip on another video. This one is still crazy to me.
Basement of an otherwise empty home. He turns his camera on for legal reasons and goes to confront whoever or whatever is down there. The brave handyman gets no further than the mouth of the basement when he encounters something that makes him quickly change his mind.
Hello?
The door slams shut and somehow nobody is on the other side. When Rocky opens it exactly 2 seconds later, taking an angry tone with the intruder only seems to make things worse.
Who is it?
Rocky Mills runs for his life and drops the camera face up. Approximately 19 seconds later, we hear no approaching footsteps, and the camera gets kicked into a 360 by something on its way back downstairs. I guess when you're a spirit who wants everything to stay the same forever, a home remodeling project is a serious threat that must be ended then and there. Number 11.
I still don't know about that one, bro. Because he drops the camera, bro. And I know you could be like, yo, so what? It's still he could be playing that. That could all be a part of the show. It could be, bro. But it seemed kind of legit a little bit.
And a Russian YouTuber named Fikfos decides to feed a bear a late night fish snack through his window. There's only one problem. Supplies are limited, and the bear seems to want to help itself to everything at once. Multiple times it has to be reminded to mind its manners, and at 24 seconds you can see for yourself that I'm not exaggerating when I say its paw is the size of your head, with long black claws the size of your whole finger. Feeding time becomes less fun.
How is that smart? How is that smart? Because once you run out of food to give him, he don't just go away, does he? Like, oh, that's all you have? You serious? That's all you have? Okay. Let me know when you got some more food and I'll come back. Do you think the bear is actually gonna say that? He's not gonna say that, bro. He's gonna look at you and he's gonna say, more food. And then you don't get no more food, you're gonna start looking like food to him. You're the food now.
When you realize the only way to close this window is by reaching out into the darkness past the hungry bear's mouth to grab this latch, they wait until it walks away satisfied before closing the window. Thankfully, it didn't try to get in this time, but bears have a long memory, and surely it will be back when it's hungry. Perhaps next time for them if no fish is available. Number 10. A YouTuber named Stephanie Famelli hears screaming coming from her daughter's school bus. Multiple kids shouting at the top of their lungs, not necessarily for help, but completely terrified from the sound of it. The driver is shouting something back at them, but to no avail. She creeps up on them without making a sound, but just when Stephanie is about to see for herself what the screaming is all about, the bus suddenly pulls away around the corner, kids yelling all the while.
Bye-bye, bus.
Be quiet.
According to her daughter, the kids were screaming that for no reason other than to make the driver mad, but we all know that sometimes kids will make up stories when the truth is too uncomfortable to say, and considering the bus driver was replaced soon after, who knows what was really happening in there. Number 9. In 2007, a YouTuber named Ben Ems uploaded this video made by his friend, Levi, who is reciting some lines for a play when something appears in the window.
I wish you were here.
The resolution is good for a YouTube video that's over 13 years old, so I don't think it's computer effects, but I do think it's planned. This is the reflection of someone who is probably standing behind the camera, not behind Levi. The upper corner gets brighter when they turn on the light to make the reflection appear in the window. So while this video is creepy, I doubt it's as real as Ben claims. Number 8. Urban explorer Steve Ronan is exploring a town by a lake that was opened in the 1950s and had a very dark history. They had an...
Now see, places like that, off the rip, they give me a little bit of a chill. You know what I mean? You get weird vibes. You can look at that place alone and understand and realize it has a weird vibe to it. The type of vibe that you probably shouldn't go there alone if you don't want to hear something or come across some paranormal activity. You probably want to go in the daytime, not the nighttime. That place just gives off that vibe. Yeah.
Entire arena where dogs were forced to do horrible things and had multiple passings in the town under strange circumstances. It has since been abandoned and is now considered a ghost town with paranormal energy. Steve explores the area with some locals who show him around. While the entire exploration has some seriously creepy vibes, there's 2 parts in particular that are especially frightening. At 12 minutes and 20 seconds, Steve says he caught a demon on camera. Do you see it here?
Right here. There's
And again at 31 minutes and 20 seconds, Steve says more paranormal activity is caught on tape here.
see with this. Even this mirror over here. You can see the reflection of the door and my flashlight. But you can't even see me.
Overall, I would stay far away from that ghost town. Number 7.
Yeah, see, now that's one you could tell. It's like certain places you know they're gonna give you what you're looking for. And that's one of those places, bro. Seriously.
Swedish YouTuber named Headgear, aka Daniel Olsen, has a paranormal corner of their home that always seems to be shuffling objects around. All Daniel has to do is set up a camera and wait. So everything from a phone to a baby monitor is making small movements one after the other. Most of the objects are already halfway off camera though, so therefore moving them wouldn't be that hard to fake. If that blue box moved in the back, I would be more convinced. Also, the fact that nothing on the top shelf moves makes me all the more suspicious. But hey, I guess the poltergeist could have just been interested in the bottom row. I wish he got more of the bottom area to show he wasn't moving stuff around himself. But to be fair, I think Daniel was also trying to get the mirror in the shot. Based on this next video I'm about to show you, at 5 seconds something smacks his camera, yet we see nothing in the mirror. Then this strange shadow makes barely discernible movements in the upper corner of the room, hardly visible unless you know where to look, and even then still fairly difficult to see. Number 6. Something strange happens every night in the room of a YouTuber.
Freaks come out at night. I'm sorry. Something strange. I heard him getting ready to say something strange happens every night.
Number 6.
And then on this last video, look at the camera. It look like somebody reaches over and hits it. Why?
Nothing in the mirror. Then this...
See? You saw that? Watch right before it cuts to another scene. Watch how something looks like its hand in the way.
5 seconds, something smacks his camera, yet we see nothing in the...
Saw that?
Mirror. Then this strange shadow makes barely discernible movements in the upper corner of the room, hardly visible unless you know where to look, and even then still fairly difficult to see. Number 6. Something strange happens every night in the room of a YouTuber named Sumi, and it happens at 3 a.m. The door looks fully shut with the latch in place, so that means somehow the door opens without the knob turning, and then continues to open with nobody on the other side. It's a lightweight door, but even if the house was built on a slope or something, I don't think it would open that easily. Plus, if this really does happen at 3 a.m., like Sumi claims, then there's just no question in my mind that A, their whole house is haunted, and B, it's time to install a lock. Number 5. A British YouTuber named Joe Weller learns from his friend Elliot of a haunted schoolhouse nearby that was built in the 1800s. They agree to go in the middle of the night to make it all the more legitimate and scary. This place is abandoned, and yet there's a black gap where the curtain's been particularly drawn back, just enough for someone to peek through. Or maybe this is a shadow person leaning out. Joe wants to turn around before the sight of barbed wire.
See, barbed wires are a great indicator to stay out.
But Elliot convinces him to jump over and
Built in the 1800s, fam. Like, yeah, leave that alone. Leave that alone, because I promise you, you don't want no parts of that type of paranormal activity, bro.
go inside. Someone must have really wanted to keep people out of here, or maybe it's to keep something contained within. They walk around the back way and ivy is creeping along the walls, so nobody lives here. But wait, someone's at the window, a pale ghost girl. While over a dozen people see her, can you? And when he shines his light on it, it's gone. Number 4.
All right, just like a quick check-in. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's doing it.
A TikTok video made by Kristen Parham has people wondering if she needs to call an exorcist or an electrician.
I'm not making this up. They're flickering again.
Some of the lights look brighter and flicker. It could be loose light bulbs.
Listen, baby girl, maybe you need to call an electrician. Right now, I'm just seeing that you might have an electrical problem. Nothing paranormal yet.
Rather than the spirit world. But the weird thing is sometimes they do this, sometimes they don't. If you are an electrician, then let us know in your professional
He even said the same thing.
opinion whether she's being dramatic or if the worst is yet to come. Number 3. A YouTuber named Rata Negra Mago is positive that his house is haunted, and he claims to have the evidence to back it up. The kid's toy moves across the table and I don't see a string. Then a bottle falls off the table. There are no shadows coming from the other room when it happens. No one is around. And right before it happens, this strange traveling light appears. Looks paranormal to me. 4 days later, he catches this object moving all by itself. This one I find a little harder to believe because I feel like it's definitely in their grandma's line of sight. I mean, how could you miss a bright green reflective bag doing 360s for almost a full minute is beyond.
I don't know. Grandma looked like she possessed too. I wouldn't be sitting by her. Pray for that kid right there, because maybe grandma's possessed.
Me. She must have been fully absorbed in her show. I have my doubts about this one, but at the same time I don't know how they're doing it, so maybe it's real. This final video taken almost a year later is perhaps the oddest of all. This hanging ornament begins moving in place with nothing to help get it started. Yes, it's by an open window, but there's no wind. The leaves on this plant don't move, and neither does this towel hanging over a chair. And it's not the air conditioner either, because this connected red string doesn't move at all. And if you're still not convinced, take a listen. At 1 minute and 20 seconds, this phantom light reflects across the stereo glass, though to be fair, it could just be a member of the family. Number 2. The Southern Arizona Ghost and Paranormal Society teams up with fellow ghost hunters, the Mission Creeps, to investigate the ever-so-haunted Oliver House in Bisbee, Arizona. 26 people are said to have lost their lives here over the years, the most famous being a man named Nat Anderson, whose wife disposed of him with 2 rounds after learning of an affair. Now gathered in the historic bedroom of the Oliver House, they call upon Nat Anderson and possibly get a response.
Somebody told us that Nat Anderson was here. Is Nat still here?
This is one of the clearest paranormal voices I've ever heard. It sounds distant yet in the same room as them. I'm wondering if this was edited in, and I'm especially looking for the opinion of any sound technicians. Here it is one more time.
See, man, that ain't cool, bro. Don't play with us like that. Either it's real or it's not. Y'all be faking stuff for, see, if I go on, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to go on one, but I said if I ever go on one, you can rest assured it's gonna be real, or I'm gonna be like, man, this is just, it's nothing going on here, bro. I'm not getting nothing.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm detecting a hint of sarcasm in the voice, so maybe it was Nat Anderson being funny by saying he wasn't there, or maybe it was a different ghost who is tired of this question altogether. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far out, number 1, 2 friends are just kidding around when one of them goes running up the steps laughing and smiling, probably to grab the camera, I guess. There's a pause as if the two of them see something, and then a scream that doesn't match their playful laughter seconds ago. Most people agree that she was just being silly and slipped, but others feel she was dragged down by something that was with them both. She doesn't scream as she falls, but it happens so fast that she might have been too surprised. You really should.
That's a tough one, because I'm with Chills on that one. If you're getting pulled, you're gonna scream on the way down. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch any type of video or movie or any type of thing. When you see them get pulled, they're screaming on the way down, right? You know what I mean? So imagine yourself getting pulled. Something's pulling you, and you can't stop to brace yourself or anything. You're gonna scream on the way down. So I'm leaning towards no, but it's still something to think about for that video right there. You know what I'm saying? But y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Hey, leave timestamps, real or fake. Let me know which ones you feel. It's your boy L, man. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.